They cloned Tyrone. They cloned Tyrone. They cloned Tyrone. That movie was made for this is a message to every gangbanger across the United States in the black community that's killing other black people. Open your eyes, brothers and sisters. They want you to do this because it reduces our overall population. You have to think of another way to move, and it doesn't include killing somebody else that listens to the same music you do, has the same hairstyle as you do, and lives a couple blocks away from you because he's a part of another set, or he wears a different color, or any of this other stupid, dummy ass bullshit that y'all dumbasses are doing. You're destroying the black community from the poorest part, the most needed part. We need you to get back in touch with your history. Get back in touch with your black excellence. To say, you know what? I'm not going to kill this brother or this sister. I'm going to take care of the kids that are in the community. And there's a lot of innovative things that can be done today using what I'm recording on, a smartphone. The data is there. You just have to open up your eyes. So watch, they cloned Tyrone. I don't know how many it'll take. For some people, they're so fucking stupid, it'll take them 1,000,000 times, and they still may not realize that you are Tyrone if you're in the black community and you're murdering somebody else black. The black people that have died in this country at the hands of white folks, getting hung from trees, are in the thousands. The recorded number is 4,000 from like the end of slavery to like the 1940s or 50s. Clearly there's some skullduggery taking place right now. Some fucked up shit's happening in these states where young people are dying. I've seen a soul sister that is an attorney general, deputy attorney general or something in North Carolina, got shot in her neck. It's not being shown in the news feed. Of course, every Ray Ray and Pookie that's driving a car into a store in their own neighborhood to rob the ATM, stealing cigarettes, all the other bullshit. They want you to do it, dummy. They want you to do it. The more you do it, the more they justify their bullshit. And I bet you $1 to a pound, if your asses stop for a second and breathe in, and all the killing stops across the whole United States from all the sets and all the gangs and all the bullshit, they're going to get scared. They're going to be like, what the fuck? They finally realize it's us that's giving them the guns and making sure the drugs get there. And there's these certain judges that always bind out people because they're hoping you'll kill somebody else because you were arrested for attempting to kill somebody. And they let you back out on the street. Now, why would they do that unless they wanted the same result over and over again? Malcolm X says, if you stand for nothing, you'll fall for anything. Come on, man. You beautiful black people, my beautiful men, women in the community, old heads that have been to jail, you know the truth of this shit. We can turn this around in these communities and change the narrative because they're trying to eliminate us. And in all reality, just based on all the prison sentences, all the deaths, everything, everybody's got killed, all the drugs that came in the 90s and 80s, that was Ronald Reagan's cocaine and whatnot. The heroin that's come in from Afghanistan, it's gone to OxyContin and all the rest of the drugs like that, but it's affecting the working class and poor white communities and a lot of rural areas for the first time. The black community's been beat up by Vietnam heroin to The 1980s Nicaragua Contra cocaine. It's time for everybody to wake up. It's race and it's class. And they use both to keep you in control. And to be sure, there's a lot of brothers and sisters that live in the hood that do not do it, probably most. But that small percentage of black people that are fucking newfound Ku Klux Klan, gun-toting, I'll kill another black person in 2 seconds, you're destroying us. And this, yeah, you don't like the message, I'm sure. You're going to be like, who the fuck are you? Yeah, I'm telling you, man, history speaks for itself. And there's a reason why, listen, they have so much control over the black community for so long. Do you think for 1 second that's an accident that y'all got all this access to weapons? Do you think it's an accident that the black community uses an open air drug market, and the poorer it is, the less resources are there, the more death and destruction happens? And it's a 1-for-1 thing almost, but it's actually more than that mathematically. If you kill a brother, you could have had 4 kids. Those 4 kids will never exist. You'll be in jail, so maybe you could have had 4 kids. They will never exist. And if the community is so volatile and violent, the kids that are being born into it are being born into a cycle of frustration, anger, violence, lack of education, lack of resources. So it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. You have to find a way to stop. And all you got to do is get up one day and say, all of y'all, every gangbanger, every guy that just got out of prison, you're short money. I know it's tough for you to readjust to society. But listen, the vast majority of people, they work little bullshit, thankless jobs, but they never take from somebody else. But they're not in jail. They're still able to some way raise families. They're able to function. And if we start to come together and use our brain power and use our buying power and use a clear consciousness of bringing back love and respect amongst brothers and sisters that live in the hood, it can be changed overnight. Look for the Martin Luther King, the Fred Hampton, the Medgar Evers, the Malcolm X, and all these people. Read their writings. Read about what they went through. Malcolm X's father was chased about by these black hooded assholes, white murderous fucks in Michigan, and left on a railroad track for a train to behead him. And now they have fucked your head up so much that you do your own beheading in your own community over pennies, over crumbs, nothing, while they laugh and they watch the news and they see Ray Ray, his pants falling down, shooting somebody down the street, and they're so happy. And a call's made. Make sure those guns keep coming into Philly. Make sure those guns keep coming into Chicago and Memphis and everywhere else where there's a hood. Let's keep it coming. They cloned Tyrone. They made a movie warning you, explaining to you that this is what they're doing to you. Open your eyes, brothers and sisters. It's never too late to open your eyes. You know, Joe Rogan, he's become kind of a crazy-ass figure. I used to listen to a lot of stuff. Since he's moved to Texas and become like a weird dipshit MAGA guy, it's made me kind of sad. But the people that he has on the shows and the conversations he has on the shows are good. I would never tell you not to watch them. But he said something a number of years ago when he still was in his right state of mind. And he says, you know, you got problems with your weight. You got problems in your life. You're doing things a certain way. He says, you can wake up the next day and do something different. I pray every damn day that that big glove that Thanos got, that I could just snap my fingers and all these brothers and sisters that are murdering each other would stop. Just like that on a dime. And it could happen. All you have to do is open your eyes to what has happened in the past and why it's happened. Open up your spirit. Get away from all this negativity and hatred. Fuck fucking drill rap. It's dog shit. It sounds like shit. It ain't shit. It's just garbage. And who do you think's funding that? Who do you think wants you to make that kind of negative ass shit? So fucking little 5-year-old and 10-year-old little brother can sit there and listen to that dumbass shit? Come on.